in Omaha tonight for the purple and gold.
What's it like to have your dad and your brother down here?
I just said, I mean, I just took a picture with him, and somebody was taking it. It's like, that's where I learned how to win. My house growing up in Ortville, California, 1063 Grand Avenue, that's where I learned how to win, with having my dad as my dad and my brother as my brother.
With this team filled with transfers and freshmen and all these new pieces, when did it become evident that you had something here?
You know, I never take one game for granted. And I know it's super boring and you can't write an article about it, but it was literally just like a head-down mentality the whole time. I would probably say when we won the Little Rock game, because like I had this thought that this team deserved to be here, and there's no way our season was ending without being here because they'd done everything right. And if it came down to one baseball game and it didn't go our way, I wasn't even sure how I would process that. But when we won that game, it was like we got like this next breath of life, and then I don't think we've lost since then. And I like the 5-0 Omaha experience better than the 6-2 deal. Give me that one all the time.
We were down in the tunnel. Somebody said, did they make an error the whole World Series? You guys on defense.
I think we had a couple against Arkansas. We had a catcher's interference, some weird pickoff thing. But this is an elite defensive team. So special.
Coach, when you look around and you see all purple and gold and it feels like a home game, they call it Alec Box North for a reason. Just when you look around and see that and they have to travel for that, what does that mean?
I'll tell you what, like it hits me every time that they do the announcements or you're standing on the foul line for the national anthem and it's the home of the Brave, but it's the Tigers. I mean, I get chills and I just kind of start shaking my head and it's like, absolutely, and it's just like, they make a difference. They really, really make a difference. And just thankful everybody's flying back to Louisiana happy. And they should have been proud no matter what, because these guys deserve that. And I wasn't going to let this 2 out of 3 decide how or change how I felt about this team. But they are, as I said in 2023, they are a worthy champion.
Coach, you always talk about how you are proud of these players because of their talent, but more because of how they are as men and how they act. You seem a little emotional right now. Is that part of it because you are so close to so many of these guys?
I mean, like Luis Hernandez, Danny Dickinson, Chris Stanfield, Anthony Ianson, Zach Cowan. We didn't even have those guys a year ago today, and they completely transformed our team and transformed my life. And then you think about Jared Jones, the ups and downs. 2 national titles in 3 years. 3rd on the all-time home run record. That's as good a career as probably anybody's had at LSU. Ethan Fry, I mean, sticking with it. Kate Anderson, just the model of everything. And we got guys that are everyday players that didn't play here. And they didn't make it about them. They made it about the team, and that's very uncommon nowadays. I mean, it's very uncommon nowadays.
Jay, I heard a radio interview you did this week where you were asked maybe you don't have the star player, maybe it's not the best team out of your 8 championships, but what about this team kind of got you through that?
Well, whoever asked me that doesn't know baseball, because there's 3 pitchers that threw in this championship series. All 3 of them are going to be in the major leagues within 18 months, unless I can convince Chase to come back next year. But I don't think that's happening. We got superstars, and I think it's just a little different because, it's not the olden days anymore where somebody came in as a freshman and played for 3 years all the time. Like what Kason Evans, Derek Curiel did was special this year. It's hard to get on that field. I mean, and like we got Kate Arambidi, he's a dude, like John Pearson, he's a dude, William Schmidt. Like for them to just make it about the team, and they'll be the next wave of this. They'll be the core of next year. And just really excited. I'm just very proud. I don't remember what you asked, so if I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Coach, I know you've talked a lot about what Skip Bertman has meant to your coaching career. To have him in the building for this one, how special?
I couldn't even believe it. I mean, I knew he was coming, but he poked his head in the coach's office back there, and I was like, we're winning today. I'm not making that man stay the night here and then come stress out all day and watch another game tomorrow. As soon as he walked in the door, I was like, we're winning this today.
Coach, it's not easy to win a national championship. You've won now 2 in your last 3 years. Can you just put into words how tough this is?
I haven't even processed that, and I'm just so proud. I mean, it's 2 completely different stories, but one common theme, just character. I mean, just through the program, we're a no drama program. Everybody gets over a 3.0. Nobody's in the paper for the wrong thing. I'm really proud.
I know you've talked about how important elite pitching is to not only be here in Omaha, but to compete for national championships. You probably have the best 1-2 punch in the country with Cade and Anthony. What has their success meant to this season, especially Cade? He's a guy that grew up in Louisiana.
I mean, everything. Like, a friend of mine, Eric Borba, called me, high school coach in California, and his son, who actually plays at Texas, played travel ball with Cade, and he's like, hey, you need to call this guy, or have this answer the phone when this guy calls you right now. And I did, and from the first conversation, it's like, wow, I now would know what he was talking about, because I'd never seen him throw a pitch, but you could hear winner, through the phone. And then sometimes you get lucky. Like, if he had not gotten Tommy John as a junior in high school, he never would have come to college, probably. And I remember thinking, like, man, it's tough for Cade, but this might have just changed the course of our program. And it'll change the course of his life. This should be the #1 pick. Mike Rizzo, Nationals, there's your #1 pick. Don't overthink it.
Michael Braswell and the support he's gotten from this LSU fan base kind of reminds me of Jordan Thompson in 2023. You stuck with him. You knew how important he was defensively. What was it like to see him get a base hit and just to be so important to this team's run?
I look at this thing from a different lens than everybody else. There's a lot of ways to contribute to winning, and I remember us having a conversation when he committed, so this is 2 years ago, how important it was for him to play here. And we fell a little short of that last year. And before the first game against Arkansas, I just went up to him and I smiled. I was like, here we go. And he goes, let's win this. You know what? And never wavered. Was a great team guy when he wasn't in there, and so happy for him.
How are you going to celebrate this one, Coach?
I don't even know yet, because like I said, I was on the top step thinking through game decisions, and then we're national champions. I got my family here, who I'm very grateful for. I need to sit the players in a room for like 10 minutes and have one last chance to talk with them, because this is tied for first, greatest day of my life.
Thank you so much, Coach. Go enjoy it. Congratulations. Jay Johnson, wow, what a home run hire for Athletic Director Scott Woodward. Only been here 4 years, 2 national championships now, and again, you heard him talk about how difficult it is to win a national championship. This is not easy, okay? Jay Johnson may make it look easy, but it certainly is not. What an incredible run for Jay Johnson. It took everybody. This was an incredible team win for the LSU baseball team. He talked about Cade Anderson, Michael Braswell, guys like that who just contributed in such big ways. It's got to feel so gratifying for this national championship, this 8th national championship in program history, to finally be claimed. Meg, Garland?